what I got. Okay, are you sure you'll be fine? Yeah, I'm fine. What is that? Ready? Yep.
My breadcrumbs, but you won't get any more. Well, I think I'm just gonna get outside my door. Go, Buck, go. Yeah, going across my phone. Inviting all your friends, and they're coming through my door. Well, I think I'm just gonna ignore. Across my floor, you little ant, get off my plant, get out of my house, forget the flash water, go back, yeah, come across my floor.
You guys are live on the air.
On the
All
air.
right. Well, thank you. It's Monday night. You know what that means. The Nelson Family Radio Hour is on the air. And as always, thank you to the Mayflies for playing us in. I believe that was
You're welcome.
Go Bug Go that we heard this week to start things off. So how's it been going, guys? We took a week off last week.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
I'm doing okay.
Pretty good. It was somebody's birthday over the weekend.
It was, yes. Celebrated a birthday over the weekend. It was my birthday. We went to South Bend Cubs game.
Yep.
The Cubs scored 11 runs and were victorious in one of the fastest minor league baseball games I've ever seen.
Yes.
You would think that with the amount of runs scored, the game would have lasted longer, but that was not the case.
It was done in I don't know.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours.
2 hours.
It was it was like an easy 2 hours.
Opening game was way longer.
Yep. And when we went on opening day,
It was
yeah,
like 3 hours.
Yeah, it was long. We didn't even stay the whole time but it was snowing that day as well. But it wasn't snowing this weekend. It was beautiful. It was 80
And they
degrees.
lost on opening day,
Yep.
didn't they?
And
I
then,
think I think they just wanted to get out of there and enjoy the Saturday.
There you go.
You know, because like a lot of those guys probably like from Fort Wayne probably drove home and showered and then went back into South Bend.
They could have, yeah. It's very true. Yeah, 'cause
Probably few of them live in South Bend.
they very well could. They very well could. That's
Not a hell of a commute.
no, not really. Especially since they're only in Fort Wayne half the time anyway. So it was a good weekend. Good birthday weekend.
Yeah, we also got to see Travesty wrestle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. More on that later in the show. So yeah, anything else exciting for you guys the last week or a few days or however long it's been?
You know what happened this week? This is for me one of my things. The iPod got discontinued, and I just got the last iPod ever. So
Yeah.
it's been over 20 years.
Yeah.
Been going on
So
for.
this is the last version.
It's 21 years.
It's the iPod Touch, right?
Yep, the last one ever.
Yep. They're not going to make them anymore. Apple's discontinued them.
Yep. So that's 20 years of music just gone.
Well, it's not just
Well,
gone.
It's not just
just
gone.
It's
I mean,
like-
there's
you
still
can't buy it new.
iTunes. There's still
Right.
the iTunes store and all that
But you can
stuff.
tell they're trying to get rid of it.
Yeah. Well, it's just a
Apple
dedicated device.
Right.
iTunes isn't even around anymore.
Yeah.
Apple Music.
It's Apple Music.
Oh, excuse me, whippersnapper. I'm not hip like
I
the
remember
kids
I-
today.
Wait, hold on a second. Noah, what was your first portable audio device?
My first portable audio device depends on what you mean, like Walkman style.
Yeah, the thing that you could carry around and listen to music to.
Oh, well, I had like a Texas Instrument tape recorder
Okay.
for a while.
Okay.
And that was, well, I kind of pilfered it from my dad. He had it. It was actually the add-on to a TI computer.
Oh, okay.
That got trashed, so
Sure,
I ended
sure.
up but I think I had a Walkman. I got a Walkman when I turned 10.
Okay.
And then just Weird Al tapes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So that was a similar story for me. At the time, we got the Walkman Sport, the yellow one. But for Christmas, we all got Weird Al tapes. And my first ever Weird Al experience was in 3D. That was the cassette I got for Christmas. So just a banger of an album from top to bottom. It's a great one. I got in 3D. George got Dare to Be Stupid.
I have Dare to Be Stupid.
And
I think it's his copy.
Phil, it probably is George's copy. And Phil might have got Off the Deep End. So this might have been 93 even, 92.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
That would, off the deep end, that would have been 92, 93.
yeah.
Do you remember
yeah.
my first one? First portable device? Like a music device?
Your first portable music device?
It was your iPhone 3G.
Oh, was that the one with the Cubs case?
It was.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
And actually, I opened it just recently, and the last song it had played, guess what it was? Phineas and Ferb, You Ain't Got Rhythm.
I ain't got rhythm.
Because that was my jam back
Yeah.
in the day.
Phineas and Ferb for sure.
And I think that was every kid's thing though, was watching Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, for a time. It
And
was-
every parent's.
There you go. Yeah.
Also, there's some SpongeBob music on there.
Well, that's the sweet spot with those cartoons now. If the parents don't necessarily like it, but can just tolerate it
Yeah.
in the background.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to like it. Yeah, just so long as it's not Teletubbies. We're joined by Jess today. Jess is here. Let the people see you.
I did.
What was your first portable music device?
The first one I remember was a really incredible Coca-Cola duffel bag that I think that we ordered from some kind of prize system or something, whether it was through the school, if I sold enough crap for the, because of school. And it had an AM FM radio in one side of the duffel, and it had the knobs, and then the speaker was on the other side, and it was a Coca-Cola bag, and it was so cool.
Oh, I didn't know radios counted.
Right. Well, so
Because I had a G.I. Joe branded transistor radio at one point.
there you go. I wasn't even thinking of that, but yeah, absolutely, for sure, a radio of some kind. But so that's the most utilitarian radio. It's a backpack as well.
Everyone that knows me knows
Right.
that
A duffel bag.
utilitarianism, yeah,
Yeah, duffel bag. Sorry.
is where it's at, right?
Right,
Something
absolutely.
that has to be useful.
Yep. And we are joined. We have a live studio audience today. Give it up, live studio audience. Let's hear you. Yep.
Does he sing boo or
Yeah.
boo
I
er?
think he's
Boo
saying
earns.
boo earns.
Burr-
I was saying boo earns.
You might have been even saying boobs. Show them your boobs, Noah.
My boobs.
Yeah.
I got pecs.
Um,
Pay
so-
me. Show up with the money, they'll dance for you.
So yeah, there's that. We don't have a live guest with us this week, but we do have a hybrid musical guest and guest that was pre-recorded a few days ago. So for those of you who are fans of the show and reoccurring viewers, Elliot McIntosh was on maybe the second or
The
third.
second,
Yeah,
and the
I
third
think-
one ever.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
third
It was
one.
early on.
So Elliot rejoined us. We caught back up with Elliot. He brought his harmonicas and he came to play drums. And so now we'll take you to catching up with Elliot.
Yeah.
Now here's something we hope you really like.
So my name's Elliot. I've been on here before. This is my second time on here. I'm gonna play some harmonica for you, and then I'm gonna jam with Hank here on drums. So I got a C, and an E harmonica. I'm just gonna start jamming for you.
So I saw you were playing 3 at the same time there. What was kind of the thought process when you that were like, you know what, 1 isn't enough. I'm just gonna go with 3 harmonicas.
Basically, I think 7. 1 for each key, essentially, besides the sharps and flats. But the B kind of goes in sharps and flats because that's when it kind of gets sharps and flatty. But I use that more for because I play in open D7, and some of my songs getting really weird, like key signatures. That's when I whip out the B because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
We love it when Elliot whips out the B. I think we can all agree with that. Absolutely. Yeah. But so with the 3, why did you start playing like you had 3, and then you just went from one to the other? Why?
I just got bored one day, honestly.
Yeah.
I was like, 1 is fun, but I can do more, and that would probably be like more appealing to people. They're like, oh, instead of 1, he's playing 3, and then when I get a little better, 4 or 5, it's different. What I was thinking was like chord structures, and like maybe if like I was saying C, E, G or A, C, E, stuff like that, like build a chord in it and then play the notes in that chord, and then just maybe you get more options and more experimental with the harmonica. You know what I'm saying? I thought that would be a little cooler instead of just playing 1.
It's just that evolution of it, right? Just like guitars have pedals, right? But what can we do with the harmonica, right? You get that different sound. I know you're going to play some more for us, but where can people find more of your music? Can they find it online anywhere? Or if not now, will they be able to in the future?
I'm hoping to in the future. I've been kind of switching through jobs, so I kind of took a break from music, but I'm hoping to start recording and put myself out there on like Bandcamp, Spotify. I'm probably going to make a Facebook page here soon with my solo project, just Electric Death Club. I'm kind of starting a band with 2 people right now. I've been playing open mics at like McCormick's in South Bend or like Vegetable Buddies or, when the Node opens up, hopefully, stuff like that, and been meeting people around there. So hopefully we'll get a band started soon, but I'm kind of focusing on my solo project. Like I said, Electric Death Club, hopefully in summer I'll have some out on Bandcamp, Spotify. I got 4 singles that just literally need organ and vocals on them. I've just been trying to find the time to do them,
Well, you always have space here if you need it. So, yep. All right. So let's get back at it.
I'll play about 2 more harmonica parts. These Christmas colors. Thank you. I'll do one more, and probably just one this time. Thank you.
Yeah, last August or September. It is. So I want to jump back in here and ask you a couple more questions. We usually have a pre-recorded segment that we call Getting to Know Ya, but since you're standing right here, I figure we just get to know Elliot right now. So really hard-hitting questions that our viewers have come to know the Nelson Family Radio Hour. The first one is, what are some of your musical influences, and even if they're not influences, music that you just go back to again and again?
You know, honestly, I'm really into outsider music lately, and that's kind of been the music that I really enjoy, like Bob Trimble, or like, I guess the Tornadoes, Joe Meek, it's music that's not really like taught as much as learned by yourself. And like a lot of people with like mental issues or, you know, intellectual disabilities play that kind of music, and I respect that a lot because it's more, you're finding more creativeness in the way that their minds, a different mind, is finding it. And I like, you know, experimental, like, I've been listening to like Mr. Bungle or like Tub Ring, a couple Dog Fashion Disco, Frank Zappa, Captain Beefheart. I like psychedelic music, of course, you know, Iron Butterfly. There's a couple underground ones like Moby Grape.
Have you ever heard, what was it, Boldest Creation? I think, yeah, they're good. And Corpus is another one from that same time, early 70s. Yeah, right. I think it's right up your alley for sure. Yeah.
I like, Brad got me on. There's a couple. I just had it in my head. But yeah, just anything 60s, 70s I really enjoy, you know, especially the obscure. I like a lot of punk. I've been to a lot of punk, especially like newer punk, like the OCs and Ty Segall, kind of psychedelia and punk. There's a country punk band. I like the Country Teasers. Very different. I like a lot of old country, like Porter Wagoner, Hank Williams.
Patsy Cline's my jam. I have to get down on some Patsy Cline, as Hank can attest to. Yeah.
Dude, when I lived with my cousin in Three Oaks, he was like, man, you gotta listen to this. And at first I was like, nah. And then, you know, we get drunk or we smoke a little bit, and then I was like, oh, it's actually good. Some Johnny Cash, some old school. Absolutely. And then, you know, I like surf, like the Ventures. I love the Ventures. Walk, Don't Run. That entire record, man, is like I learned that on drums completely. The whole record. I would just sit in my garage when I was like in high school, college, and I would just play for hours on end. It's just that record, a bunch of other ones. The Shadows, a bunch of other ones. the Shantays, Pipeline. Pipeline's awesome. It was cool because when that band came out, they were only like, when that record came out, that band was only like in high school. And it was really cool to see all these kids like, wow, they got talent, stuff like that. And just like, I don't know, I like electronica a lot too. There's this electronic punk band, Suicide. They're pretty badass. It was cool to hear like early 80s industrial. And just like, there's this break beat called the Amen Brother break. And a lot of people have been using that for like, it's been sampled 2,000 times, I learned. And I'm like, man, maybe I should just sample this on a record and just be like, man, there's your electronic song. But that's about it. I mean, like, punk, country, surf, you know, all kinds of stuff. The Monks especially. Okay. Because I really liked the drummer for that band. That drummer was all over the place. Yeah, dude, Black Monk Time. That record is phenomenal. It's priceless.
And so there's your homework. Our viewers, there's your homework to just go listen to as much music as possible. We encourage that anywhere. So my next question is, what's your favorite color? I see you wear all the colors, but
pink. Mm-hmm. I love me some pink.
Yeah, it's definitely a favorite in our household as well. Big pink and black is kind of like one of some of our go-tos. What's your favorite movie?
Eraserhead. Yep, that's a crazy movie. I always get a different interpretation from that movie every time I watch it. I remember watching it for the first time with this dude who used to be my best friend, and he fell asleep, and I was just entranced in the movie, and the baby kept crying, and he'd wake up and be like, man, that baby's annoying, man. Can you do something about that baby? I'm like, hey, it's a movie. I can't do nothing.
Well, just you have to tell him in heaven everything is fine. Right. So there you go. The radiator lady. What is, besides the delicious vegan lasagna we just had from the Brass Eye, what is your favorite food? Okay. Maybe your go-to food. Maybe not even if it's your favorite. What's your go-to food?
Mashed potatoes and gravy. Yeah, can't go wrong with that, dude. That's my favorite, but for sure. With some corn in there, too.
Oh, hell yeah. I like it. This is a question that Henry likes to ask. It's, what's your favorite type of cake?
That's a hard one. I've been on a chocolate cake lately, so I guess just a triple chocolate cake.
Triples is safe. Triples is best. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What else do we usually ask Hank? Oh, what's your go-to drink? What do you like to drink these days?
Alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
Let's do one of each.
Alcoholic, I'd say Gumball Head. I love me some Gumball Head. Non-alcoholic, coffee. Can't go wrong with coffee.
They kind of go hand in hand. You have too many Gumball Heads, which is easy to do, and then you just need some coffee when you wake up. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So I think those are all the hard-hitting questions we have here this week. You ready to play some drums? Yeah. Awesome. All right, let's play some drums. Hank, you going to jump on the guitar?
Yeah, I can play some,
you're live.
All right, so thank you, Elliot, again for joining
thanks,
us.
man.
We'll see more of Elliot later in the show. Elliot and Hank playing a couple more songs for us, but always a pleasure to have Elliot on the show. Just a great
dude.
Yep, just a great person. Just loves playing music, and so every time we want somebody to play music, he's like, "Hell yeah, man, I'm in." So that that first song we just saw you guys play, that was a surf rock song.
It was just some improvised surf rock.
Yeah, and so that was what was cool to watch. That whole thing was, they didn't practice at all. They just I was like, play a surf rock song, and they were like, okay. And then later on, you'll see play a psychedelic song, play a blues song, and so it was, it's some good stuff. As you get more confident, just kind of improvising and playing as well.
Definitely.
I just want to jump in here, and if there are any viewers who are worried at home, the Mayflies are fine.
Yes.
Elliot is not taking over.
No, he's not the replacement. The
I'm
Mayflies are
still
fine.
the Mayflies drummer.
That's
Correct.
just gonna be just like
Yes.
it'll be just
So
it'll
we-
have to be a unique footnote in rock and roll history.
As Henry wants to remind you, we do have a 45 of the Mayflies
Yes.
with yours truly and my lovely son. And
Oh yeah, Hank's on the album too.
Yes.
So but
Mostly.
what I really appreciate about Elliot is I like watching someone play my drums. That's really good. So that's fun. It's inspirational. But also his style is amazing.
Yeah.
And he's so like encouraging. So like
Yeah.
Chuck stepped away when we were recording the other day to go get some food, and I was a little bit nervous because I was like, oh, okay, Elliot's sitting there, and he is not like, I don't think he has a judgmental bone in his
Yeah.
body. Like he just sits there and smiles and enjoys it. And I'm like, I'm a novice, so it was kind of like it's a little bit embarrassing when I'm in the room with any other drummer. But he was like, "Oh man, you've improved since last time. That's so good." And I was just like, so my confidence gets boosted too,
Yep.
just being around other musicians.
Yep, absolutely. So thank you, Elliot, for your musical talent and your positivity. You'll always have a spot here at the Radio Hour. And Elliot is actually has recorded and will be releasing a solo project that has been recorded here at On Base Productions. He was using the studio space, and we were more than happy to oblige. And so, yeah, look for that. I'm not sure exactly when, but sometime soon. He's got I think, could lay a couple more tracks down, and then that'll be ready to go. So watch out for that. So one of the other things we did over the weekend, we went to the South Bend Cubs game. Then, as Henry mentioned, we watched some pro wrestling in South Bend. RCW, Revolution Championship Wrestling, out of South Bend.
Just good, strong Heartland
Yep.
bruisers.
Exactly. Just some
Heartland bruisers is what I like to call it.
good old-fashioned Midwestern wrestling.
Yeah, none of these, not a lot of Hollywood phonies, or
Nope. And but one of our favorites was on the card.
The man.
Travesty. Travesty wrestled in a tag match. Travesty and Sean Sparks against the Cousin Brothers of Destruction, Chad Nails and Let Her Rip. And for those who follow Travesty on the socials, saw kind of what Travesty put Chad Nails through before the match. And Travesty then followed that up in the ring. But I'll let the actions do the talking for me. So let's throw it to that Travesty match over the weekend.
make you happy.
All right, so you saw that Travesty got a hold of Chad Nails, was able to lay the hurt on him, but then Giuseppe Gambini and the other guy whose name I can't think of in my head right now interfered, distracting Travesty, and kind of drawing Travesty away from the ring into the back. And unfortunately, that means Sean Sparks ate the pin there after the choke slam power bomb combo from the Cousin Brothers of Destruction. So, not quite the end we wanted to see.
Not the end you wanted to see.
Not at all.
What do you mean?
No, I mean someone has. I mean, who is this Travesty anyway? Really? What do we know about him?
He likes
Does he
spaghetti.
love babies? Human babies.
I don't know.
I haven't gotten the answer to that.
By seeing,
Yeah,
by
me
seeing
either.
him, he seems like he would.
The other journalistic detectives on the Super Truth Seekers team
Yep.
are highly concerned. I've been trying to keep them on track with the Murder Bird investigation.
Murder
but
Bird's
this
huge.
keeps this Travis, because he just roams around doing whatever he wants to whoever he wants. Even people like Chad Nails aren't safe.
Well, Chad Nails is kind of a dick.
Well, may that be, but it's not a crime to be a dick.
Yet,
That's fair.
I mean, if you want to put him on trial for being a dick, you want to get a jury.
as my exit,
That's America right there. It's not America for one person. I don't
But-
care who they are to go around
But to be
abducting
fair,
people.
like Chad Nails
That's
called
fascism.
Chad Nails called Travesty out. So Travesty, I'm assuming I'm speaking for Travesty now, and
he called him out in a professional wrestling setting,
Right.
with rules and officiants,
Sure.
not to be, hey, abduct me,
Well, but I
using
think
whatever chemicals are hallucinogens that he pumped into Chad Nails' system.
it's probably just a sack of farts. I would think.
Well, me and the other Super Truth Seekers are we're opening a file on Travesty.
Oh, so
We don't have a choice.
all right. So we can expect.
Our main mandate is public safety.
So we can expect
Oh,
follow-ups
yes.
on the Murder Bird as well as Travesty.
We are
In-depth?
as much as we'd like. As much as we'd like to believe that the Murder Bird is the only problem in this community, we can no longer close our eyes. We have to widen our scope. There's so much, because basically we all know, I mean, it's evident that Travesty has the city council and all the echelons of local government in his pocket.
So
he's
wait.
allowed to just wander and do as he pleases.
Is there? Am I reading this correctly? Is there an implication that the Murder Bird and Travesty may be
I wouldn't be surprised.
in on it together?
I wasn't
at some-
attacked until this Travesty came into town. The sightings didn't increase in frequency until this travesty showed up.
Live studio audience, what do you think? What's your feelings on travesty? Can I get a? All right, so I'm gonna go with, if I do thumbs up for travesty, you cheer, and I'll do thumbs down for travesty, you boo. Okay, so here we go. Oh, so they're split 50-50.
Split.
Wow.
There's
Wow.
a split.
We have
I'm afraid for 50% of the audience. Who knows what
We have,
vengeance? Oh wow.
yeah, we have some guests. Oh, that's Mr.
wow.
Plow. We have Mr. Plow here.
Surprise guest.
Is this where I can buy one of those?
Oh, we have somebody coming in to buy one of the 45s of the Mayflies.
Henry, you better take care of business.
All right.
Hook
Well,
this man up with this Retro Street shirt too.
while Hank takes care of business, you can purchase your Mayflies 45s at On Base Productions in downtown Niles. So while Henry makes the sale of this 45, let's take a look at another one of those songs Elliot and Hank produced. Yep. So here you go, Elliot and Hank.
I love this.
All right, so Hank and Elliot again. That was a little more of like a psychedelic feel.
Yep.
Again, keeping in with that. So you're just progressing, right? We had surf rock, then psychedelic. What was it like to just like jam like, because a lot of times you practice and you have specific songs. I'm talking to you over here.
Yeah.
What was it like to just jam and like open up?
It was nice, I jamming. It's it's fun, but
Yeah. I know it's not always your thing,
yeah.
but yeah.
Please disregard the man coming in to get his cookie dough.
Oh, that's
You did
just,
not see this.
Don't disregard.
Nothing happened
you
here.
should never
He's a
disregard.
valued guest.
He is a valued
You should never disregard anybody.
see.
He's one of the few people in this town I'll
Hey.
give a free T-shirt to.
Exactly. Listen up. Anybody who wants to walk in the middle of the show and buy a record is more than welcome to do that.
Get yourself
We will-
on the internet.
Exactly.
The interwebs.
But also, Steve Russell is arguably the greatest human being alive.
Support.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that.
So he's welcome anytime.
Yes.
It just
Absolutely.
reminds me, like the old Flintstone cartoons when Fred would do anything to get on television.
Well, TV was new back then.
It really new back then.
Yeah.
And fake dinosaur times.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But like, I just, that's what gets me. It used to be, if I could just get on television once, it'll change my life.
yeah. Yep.
Well, that's what it was back then. If you did get on television once, it would change your life.
For 15 minutes, just like it does now.
No, it would change your life. It doesn't. It didn't say it would change your life in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or forever.
Yeah. It's all we just keep on. keeping
Technically,
on.
when you do anything, it changes your life.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sure.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Nice.
Yeah. Technically, always gets me on this lawyer mumbo jumbo. I feel like there was something else I was going to say, but now I can't remember what it is. Oh yes, before we leave, as always, I want to thank Pizza Transit
Yes.
for feeding us.
So good.
And also to the Niles Brewing Company for providing the beverages, whether it
Yes.
be alcoholic or non-alcoholic.
Obviously.
up.
Yep.
Cookie dough,
cookie
man.
dough?
Oh, you can't leave that cookie dough behind.
No, exactly. So thank you to
We
friends
need
of
to
the
take
show.
one of those and make it into a cookie one.
Yeah.
As
You
a,
try it?
as a Nelson
Yeah.
Family Radio Hour experiment.
Nice.
Can it, if we just put
Next
it in the
time
oven?
we're at
No, we
the
got- we-
undisclosed
we
location.
get an easy
Yeah.
bake oven.
We could- he's-
Well, it's just fuck it. Let's just microwave it.
Wait, no, it's right here. Just do it.
so it's like the jackass Mythbusters, like
Yeah, exactly.
Chimera.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Can you turn edible cookie dough into a cookie?
Oh.
The answer is no. Everything's
Yeah.
on fire.
Everything's on fire. Yeah, then that's kind of how we live our lives. Everything's on fire all the time. So yeah, that's all. That's all I have. Do you guys have anything else to say?
Well, if you don't want me to go on any rants, then no. But
Well, there's specific rants I don't want you to go on. So, are you gonna go on one of those specific rants?
no. I mean, I probably would. But
Okay, then that's fine. I feel like we need a Patreon so people can just listen to your rants. If
It's
they
like an
really wanna
hour-long
listen
thing.
to
It's
them.
just me ranting about unfrosted Pop-Tarts.
No, I said you can't.
I knew he was going to figure
You
out how to
can't
say it.
do it. Stop.
Why?
What's the other one, Hank?
Stop. No.
Is Bazooka Joe
Damn it,
bubblegum
see,
without
this
the
is why.
comics?
No, this is why.
You know, I found Bazooka Joe bubblegum without the
No,
comics.
this is why
That's the
I.
only reason to buy Bazooka Joe comics
Yes.
bubble gum.
No,
Yes.
we got them
No
both
one
going.
likes that gum.
No one likes
So-
the gum. It's the comics.
This is
Yeah.
why I usually. This is why I
shitty-
prefer to
shitty-
be in control of the soundboard, so I can mute when there's. It obviously needs to be muted. There needs to be some decorum here. Damn it! Unbelievable.
I think.
Why? What's it gonna do?
I don't know.
You can watch
Yeah.
language.
Yeah.
Actually, so
There are people who can see the
Yeah.
words when you talk.
yeah,
That's fair.
yeah, absolutely. So anyway, we're for things. Just
Rock and roll Hank has
Yeah,
like
right.
Van Halen. No frosted Pop Tarts.
yeah. Well, they're fucking.
Or no
All right.
No,
what is it?
unfrosted.
No unfrosted. So that's
The
your
whole
rider.
point. If you're gonna have a
Alright,
Pop-Tart, it's gonna be unhealthy.
Here's
So
what we're gonna do. We're gonna shut this shit down. We're gonna leave you for loyal viewers for sticking with us for some reason. With you get a treat at the end here. You get 2 songs, and they're great. And so we're gonna leave you on this Monday with 2 musical selections that I know you'll really like. So let's hit it. And we'll see you next week with another guest and more music and more swearing.
Yes.
So until then, keep on keeping on.
See you later.
Some blues. Blues? I'll get the other guitar. Wait, what kind of blues? I don't know. I want to hear the slide, man. Okay. Hello, we're the Mayflies, and this is Hello Operator.
And